premises was vacated so that they can have a writ for possession. Is that correct, Mr. Nichols?
Correct, Your Honor. And with that, we will just go ahead and, as agreed, we'll submit a dismissal, voluntary dismissal with the court forthwith. We should be able to get that to the court very soon.
Okay, then if you are out, then they'll dismiss this case and it'll be all set. Okay, Mr. Gilbert?
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you, Mr. Gilbert.
I'm gonna join the breakout room. Miss Ball is indicating she's having a problem. Let me go in and try to get her out. All right. Hello. Now we got you back, Miss Ball.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. On Miss Ball's case, Huron Estates versus Tammy Ball. Uh-oh, I think that they pulled the wrong file. I don't have Miss Ball's file here. Hang on a second.
Certainly, Judge.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get civil to, well, what are we doing with Miss Ball's case?
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I know the court is less than thrilled about adjourning cases, but
no, I don't care.
I
mean, it's your case. I'm okay with that.
Ms. Ball has reached out to Wayne Metro. As you know, the funding for Wayne Metro just came in starting on Monday.
Hey, Michelle, will you call over to civil and ask them if they have the Huron Estates versus Tammy Ball case? I think that we had a case that was dismissed, a Huron Estate case, and I think I accidentally probably wrote, because you had the other case, Mr. Lamon, the Caitlin Jordan that was dismissed. I think I pulled the wrong case and sent it over, and so I think I got it mixed.
That's fine. Your Honor, with the court's permission, we'd like to adjourn this case for 2 weeks to allow Ms. Ball's application with Wayne Metro to be processed.
Yeah, I pulled the wrong case and screwed it up. So it was all me. You want to do it? Can I do it 3 weeks? Can I do it April the 8th?
That's fine. That's fine.
Does that work?
It works for me. Donna.
Okay, at 11:30.
Anytime is fine.
And I have a Zoom bench trial then, but I'll be on so I can do your case too.
Okay.
So 11:30 on the 8th.
Thank you.
Okay, and it's same place, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Landman, is that it for you?
Other than the motion, Your Honor, on the West Village case.
Oh yeah, and I think that we have. Is that the person that says Keandre's iPhone? What case are you on?
Do I leave now?
You're all set, Miss Ball.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My case number is 210596.
Oh, right, Mr. Christian and Mr. K. Yeah, we're still waiting, Mr. Landman, on the West Village. On Barrington versus Andre Christian. Are you ready, Mr. Katz?
Yeah, Your Honor, I am ready. We did discuss this. Your Honor, Mr. Christian is actually going to be applying to Wayne Metro as well, or he did submit his application into Wayne Metro. I'm wondering if instead of adjourning it for 3 weeks, if we could just get a judgment with a writ date of April the 9th. At that point, if either Wayne Metro is going to take the file or not take the file. And then this way we don't have to wait until then to make a determination.
That's fine. Do you understand, Mr. Christian, that we enter a judgment today, put the date of April the 9th, and then if you need a hearing, that we can have a hearing at any point too, Mr. Katz?
Yes. Yep.
I understand.
Now, Mr. Christian did have an issue as far as the late fees that were charged. The lease does allow for $95 in late fees. I had my client only charge $75 per month. So that was, he didn't feel that during COVID they should be charging late fees, but there's nothing that really prevents them from charging late fees.
That's not how I feel. It's not that I don't feel that they should be charging. I just feel like $75 is ridiculous, only because around the time I was not working or my hours was reduced, just different things. I never said we shouldn't be charged late fees at all. I just thought that $75 was ridiculous, and I was just asking if it could be lowered at all.
How many late fees, Mr. Katz, were charged?
Well, during the time period that we're at issue, there's 3 months of back rent.
And I have it in escrow. I stopped paying because I was trying to catch up for months, and it was like I was catching my tail because of the late fees on top of the other late fees. It was very hard to manage my money. And I'll
say this: if Mr. Christian has the money in escrow and pays within the next 7 days, then I'll tell my client to waive the late fees and reduce it down to $25. So that would reduce his balance from $3,009 to $38.59. I mean $28.59. Sorry.
From $3,009 to will we be
$28.59?
Are we just taking off reducing the late fees for the rent, or is that also for the other penalties she put on there for she put on other different stuff as I seen on my list?
So the other thing, Your Honor, is that Mr. Christian didn't have the electric in his name, and there is a provision.
Yeah, we had this one instead, which is a dismissal. So I apologize. We're trying to. On Ball. If you print out an ROA, I adjourned it. So yeah, for the moment. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Katz. I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, so there's some electric charges that are supposed to be Mr. Christian's name.
It must have been stuck in the other file. I apologize. Apparently I do have the file that I've been claiming everybody's looking for that I don't have.
Well, it's good. I'm happy this is on YouTube that we can all see this, and it's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So let's try it for the third time.
Okay. So the utilities are supposed to be placed in the tenant's name.
Sure.
When they are not, they get transferred over to my client, who then has to spend an enormous amount of time in administrative. It's really a pain, and they don't like doing it, but there are charges applicable to that as well. I can't make any modifications to that one. I can make a modification to the actual late fee for the rental piece, because at that point, that's just something that I think could easily be accommodated.
Can you pay the $28.59, Mr. But it's are the utilities in his name now?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so that's resolved. Can you pay the $28.59 within the next 7 to 10 days?
I could pay $28.59. I don't want to say yes, because I gotta get out of here, and I got a 2-year-old daughter, so I gotta have somewhere for us to go. And
so you're planning on moving?
My lease is up on the 24th
of
this month.
Oh,
yes.
What is there? Are you asking for a money judgment, Mr. Katz?
No, I mean, this is the first
Okay.
This, Your Honor.
You know what? I'm going to issue a judgment for possession. You have to move by April 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, fine. Mr. Katz?
Yes.
Yeah, and then just work out with my client on the balance owed.
Or they're not issuing a money judgment anyway, then they might file another lawsuit against you.
Yes, what exactly is a money judgment, ma'am?
That means that you owe money. Right now, they're just asking for possession of the property. They might, after you move, file something to get the money that they claim that you owe them.
Yeah, but no, I want to pay them off. I don't want to go through an eviction process. That's the thing. I don't want to have another eviction on my record. I'm willing to pay.
Okay, that's fine, but you have to move by April 9th.
That's fine, ma'am.
Okay, and then you can
Well,
work
Your Honor,
out.
why don't we do this? Make it simple for Mr. Christian. This way he gets a dismissal on his record. Why don't we adjourn this for a week?
April the 8th that you didn't want me to adjourn it to that date?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if he's going to move, he might as well get a dismissal on his record, Your Honor.
I'm going to give you a date of, I'm going to adjourn this to April the 8th at, what did I say? What time was it, Mr. Landerman? It was 11:30.
Yes.
And then move between now and then, Mr. Christian, and then you can get on and work out with them and maybe get a dismissal on this instead of an eviction, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And a dismissal is just basically saying that I paid them off and everything.
Exactly. Okay. So it's April the 8th. It's 3 weeks from today at 11:30.
I got that.
Unless you talk to Barrington or Mr. Katz before that.
Okay. What's the balance that I owe? I got to put it in my notes again.
Well, I'm going to have it reduced down to $28.59.
Okay. I'll put that in my. I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yep. And you're all set, Mr. Katz?
I think that was it for today.
That's it for you.
Thank you.
And then on West Village versus Keisha Parker, we have about 10 minutes.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right. So just hang out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the default on this.
You're not, it's actually not a default judgment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Motion to set aside the consent. I denied it.
No,
And-
this is a motion to invalidate the CDC declaration that was filed by the tenant.
Did you send a motion?
We submitted the motion on or about March 5th. We sent it in. It was scheduled for this morning.
I'm trying to find it.
It should be titled Motion to Invalidate CDC Declaration and for Issuance of Order of Eviction. And I would assume the court received it only because the notice of hearing scheduled it for this morning.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, but I do not. Hang on. I have my motion to set aside the consent.
Right. That was denied January 11th.
Yep, I see that. But I don't, hang on, I'm going to call over to civil because it's not in this file.
Say hi, I hadn't seen you yet today.
I'm on with Romulus right now. Almost done.
Mr. Landman, I'm on the
Yes,
phone
ma'am.
with the civil department. We never received that motion. We just set it for, this is just set for a motion for eviction. We don't have a copy of that motion to set. I mean, it's fine. I'll just do it as the eviction.
I mean, half of the motion was a motion for eviction.
No, but there's no motion at all. I don't have any motion at all.
I understand what you're saying, and the only thing I can say is that perhaps our friends at the Postal Service haven't gotten it to you, and I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, let me just do this. All right, bye. It's fine. I mean, I can, it's still set for a motion for eviction and she didn't appear, so.
Right. So in order, I think, for the court to be able to issue an order of eviction, and we're prepared to submit one, the issue is the fact that there is a CDC declaration on file.
No, I got it. What I want you to do is submit with your motion for the eviction, submit another copy. It'd be better if you emailed it than, do you know what I'm saying?
The order of eviction, I'm afraid we're going to have to send in because we owe you $15.
Yeah.
So that's going to have to be submitted by mail. I can submit the proposed order allowing the issuance of the order of eviction, which invalidates the CDC declaration. And the issue, Your Honor, is that the judgment was entered in October, and at this point, no money's been paid, and the balance is over $11,000.
Yep, no, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and submit the order, and I'll sign it.
I will, if you can give me the email address, I'm happy to submit the order via email, and then we'll send.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The email address I have been giving out. Apparently, they don't watch anymore. Hang on a second.
We can email. We'll email it to civil, Your Honor. It's fine.
You're just going to email it to the civil department?
Unless you have a...
No, that's fine. But we used to have a 34DC at Gmail that they use, but is that the one you're using?
Probably.
Send it and I'll make sure they get it.